So I have made it to the pond I'm going to be fishing today. And although it doesn't look like much, basically all you see behind me is what I have to fish. It's not a very big pond by any means, but it does drop off pretty deep in the middle. I believe about 50 feet. Not only that, there are some nice smallmouth and largemouth here. Now, as you guys saw from the launch, I had to walk my stuff like, I don't know, a quarter of a mile down the road just to put in here, and that kind of deters a lot of people from coming here. Right in the water here. Already a bunch of fish. Those are some big bluegill. Anyway, that's not what we're targeting today. We want some of those smallmouth, some of those largemouth. The thing about this pond is I've come here and caught absolutely nothing. And then I've come here and I've caught like 10 fish over 3 pounds, which is really good for me. So I hope it's kind of the latter today and I hook into some good fish. Now, that being said, today is kind of a different type of video. I want to try out a new rod I bought. It's a Dobbins Maverick rod, but I really want to put that rod to work today. So I think I'm going to start off with the drop shot, try to catch some fish on that new rod, because I really kind of want to see how it does fighting fish. It's a 6'9", and typically I don't really use rods that short. I really like to use rods that are like 7 to 7'3". My typical drop shot rod is a 7'1" medium light. This is a 6'9" medium light. I just have to say too, my goodness, I can't smell anything other than cat pee right now. My cat peed on my chest cam. Luckily not on my camera itself, just the chest cam straps. So all I'm smelling right now is cat pee. I really need to, I think it's time I get a new chest cam now. There's even a little bass right there. But enough rambling. I need to get to stepping here. Oh, oh my gosh, guys, what just happened? What? Oh, that's a good smallie. The water here is a little bit more clear than I thought. I mean, it is typically relatively clear, but as you guys saw, very easily I could see that drop off. Electronics today in fishing deep water. I'll kind of give you guys a rough idea of how I usually go about fishing those types of scenarios. Although I will be honest with you guys, I saw an $800 fish finder on sale for $450. And I was this close from buying it. That close from buying it. I'm seriously debating finally biting the bullet and getting decent electronics. Completely ripped this seat. I'll be honest with y'all. That's something that I was not expecting would happen. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to start off with my drop shot rod, only because I want to kind of get familiar with it, see how it fights some fish. Maverick 6'9" medium light. Now this is what I want to try out today, the Oxblood Light Red Flake. It's from Roboworm, 4.5 inch fat tail. Honestly, I just kind of thought this color was pretty neat. Typically what I do at this particular pond is, because there's not really a lot of structure around the shoreline of this place, all the structure is kind of out deep. Typically what I do here is I head out until I can't see the bottom, and at this place that's around like 10, and that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to be fishing about 10 feet along this whole shoreline off to my right here and around the corner, only because as you guys saw, the water is pretty clear, so I really don't think the bigger bass are going to be hanging out in that shallow sandy area. I think they're just going to be out a little bit deeper. So that's why I'm kind of starting out here. It kind of looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I kind of am, but I'm not really totally blind casting. I do have a relative idea of where I want to be. Couple fish. There we go. Underneath that dock right there. Oh, that's a good smallie. My hand was right in the way. You guys didn't see anything. About to jump again. Shouldn't have given yourself away. All right, well, that rod fought this smallie very nice. It's a very nice smallmouth too. Did not take long. First dock I casted at with this drop shot. Come on, there we go. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, one of my bigger smallies this year, 2.5 pounds right there. We'll give it a quick bump. We'll give our best 5 a bump. Oh, shoot. Sorry. All right, let's put them back right quick. All right. Today would have been a good day to bring my underwater camera. All right, so not my longest smallie this year. Not really even close to my longest smallie this year, but it was definitely fat. So definitely put it up there with the heaviest, not the longest. This rod handled that smallmouth from quite a distance. It jumped out of the water. You guys didn't see it, I'm assuming, because my fat hand was in the way, but I'm sure my back camera didn't get it either. What the heck? Seriously? Anyway, I guess you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. This rod handled that fish quite fine. Didn't even really need to set the hook in them. That smallie was in shallow water. I'm only like in 6-7 feet right here. Oh, I think that was a fish. It was. Feels big, but I don't know. Also could be a big old pick. That's the thing too. It also could be a big old pick. Oh, oh my gosh, guys, what just happened? What? What? All right. Oh my gosh. Look at this one, guys. Whoa. Look at that one, a little beat up, the perfect little kayak bass. All right. I can squeeze that to 19.5 all day. Yeah, okay, almost a 20-incher. That's like a 4-pounder right there. Yes, sir, that's like a 4-pounder. It did not take long to get 2 on the board. A little bit on the skinny side, but if that bass was filled out, that's a, I think that would be like a 5-pounder, but unfortunately, like I said, on the skinny side, so definitely closer to that 4-pounder. Here's another dock. To be fair, usually there are a lot more docks out. I don't know if people just didn't bring them out this year, or they already brought them back. Oh, was that a bite? Yep, another one on a dock. Oh, another good largie. Another good largie. Nope, I tightened my drag. You're coming with me. Another good largie. It's a largemouth, right? Yeah, that's a straight largemouth. My buddy said he caught a mean-mouth here. I've never caught a mean-mouth here, but all right. We got a 15 3/4. I think it was a 16 1/4, and that 19.5. Not a bad largemouth. Again, this drop shot rod is handling these fish very nice. One thing about this lake is once you hook into the fish, they jump out of the water immediately. Largemouth, smallmouth, as you guys saw, smallmouth immediately jumped out of the water. That largemouth immediately jumped out of the water. But this rod is handling it pretty well. The reason why I like kind of longer rods is because when the fish do kind of jump up out of the water, the kind of parabolic action of a longer rod will help keep the fish hooked, or the fish hooked. I just kind of feel like sometimes with these shorter rods they can throw the hook easier, but today that's not been the case. I've had some pretty good hook sets today. That being said, I'm also using a Mosquito light 1/0 owner hook, so that helps too, I'm sure. The heck? That was definitely a fish, but this might be the same one. It feels like a pickerel or something. Oh, it's gonna jump. Okay, it's a largie. Not a bad one. I think this is the same one I had hooked. It's fighting the same. Like a big bluegill. Oh, okay. This is a little bit bigger than I thought. All right. I'll take that. Look at that one. Little beat up right there, but definitely a good largemouth right there. 16.5 all day. Oh yeah, cool. Let's go. All right. I think he took it again. I think he took it again. Yep, he took it again. Get up here. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Stop, stop. You've already tangled me up good. Can you stop? You've tangled me up so good already, dude. All right, that's a little guy. We'll see if he completes the keeper. He just needs to be 12 inches, and he is 11. Oh my gosh, he couldn't just get out. All right, not a keeper. Still looking for that last keeper though. I'm willing to bet we can get it though. All right, so I've been fishing now for a little over an hour, and I have, I believe, 5 fish to show for it. All keepers except for one that was about 11 inches. But so far, so good for only being out here an hour. I still have plenty of time to hook into some more largemouth and smallmouth. I've actually hooked into my personal best smallie here before on a whopper plopper, but that was back when I didn't really have a big selection of rods, so I was using like 65-pound braid with like a 6'3" heavy. So when it jumped out of the water, the rod just had 0 bend. It ended up spinning the hook no problem. But I'm going to switch over to this 1/2 ounce tungsten jig from Queen Tackle, and then on the back of it I have a Jackal craw on the back of it. I forget what it's called. But I'm just going to continue around the outside edge like I've been doing. If I cast too close to the shoreline, it's like a foot in sandy. But if I stick out a little bit deeper, that's where it drops off. And that's where I like to typically fish here. Up. Nothing. Just shallow nothing over there. Got him. Got him. Oh no, that was a giant. That was a giant. Ah, that's painful. Ah, that was a giant on the jig. I saw him fighting. I saw him fighting underneath these branches right here. Dang, I hope you guys can see that. Dang. That was a giant on the jig. Let's back up a little bit. I have a swim jig right here. Alright, for this swim jig, we're going to put on a swim bait. Oh man. Ah, that stinks. I'm using 14-pound line, so thought it would be strong enough, but nope. looked at least like another 4-pounder over there. Could have been even bigger, how easily it snapped me off. Now, I was using a black and blue jig before. Now I'm using kind of a white one. There we go. Ah, not that 4 or 5 pounder down there though. It's a fish. Man, not that big one that snapped me off. There's 3 largemouth that all followed this one up. This one's 12 inches. This might be my limit right here. Oh yeah, I can get 12 and a half. Easy 12 and a half. All right, that's the limit. Little bass. Definitely the smallest of today. This gotta be like 8 inches, 8-9 inches. All right. So I've been fishing now for over 2 hours, and the first hour was definitely a little bit more productive than the second hour. The second hour, I think I've snapped off and caught that one like 12 and a half incher. Other than that, it's been pretty slow. I'm still gonna be sticking with this drop shot. I will be switching over to a jig and a whopper plopper in time, but just for right now, I think I'm going to stick with a drop shot just to get another bite. All right, let's try the whopper plopper. Hooking too. There we go, slurp. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it was this big. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's a giant. Look at that one, boys. On the whopper plopper. This beauty just slurped it up. All right, what is this, a 6-inch cull probably? Definitely been caught before. Give me that chin. Oh yeah, I can go 18.5 on that one. For sure 18.5. Get rid of that 12.5, 6-inch cull. Let's get this beauty back. Let's go, dude. Goodbye. Oh man. Cool. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, that looked like a giant smallie. Here we go. Slurp. Oh yeah, good largie. Good largie. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Get over here. Thank you very much. All right. Look at that one. Let's give it a quick bump. Oh yeah, that's 17. I can get that to 17 all day. Not bad. Let's get her back. Cool. On the last dock today. Not a bad largie. Let's go. Give it a quick bump. Close your mouth if you could, please. Thank you. All right, 15.5 all day. Cool. So that is it for today. And overall, fishing like 3.5, 4 hours. I think I did pretty well today. I caught like 7, 8 fish today and quite a few nice ones. Now, I started the day off with the goal of testing out my new drop shot rod, and I definitely tested it out today. And I really don't have any complaints about it. It's a Dobyns Maverick 6'9" medium light. And I will say, if I went with a medium, I do think that would have been a little bit too heavy. I really do like the longer rods. Now that 6'9" worked perfectly fine today, and I think it'll work fine in the future. And I started today off with that drop shot and started off pretty hot. Then I switched over to the jig, snapped off on the jig on a very big bass. It was probably like a 4-pounder. I could actually see it down there stuck underneath a stick because the water's so clear. And then I caught a couple more on the trusty Whopper Plopper, and that was basically it today. Just the drop shot and the Whopper Plopper produced. That jig technically, I guess, did catch me a fish. But I really do like this color as well. It's Oxblood Light Red Flake. I thought it performed pretty well today. I thought it looked pretty nice underneath the water. And for measuring my 5 longest bass today, I think I had a pretty decent limit. I'm gonna have to go back and review the footage to see my exact limit, but I thought it was a pretty nice limit today. And that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching.